3 reasons the girl stops having sex with you and just completely cuts you off. Let's jump into this, guys. So for all you guys who've been in these sexless relationships, sexless marriages, or sexless LTRs, and you're just confused why your girl doesn't want you touching her anymore, doesn't want you grabbing her boobies, doesn't want you anywhere near her, you sleep on your side of the bed, I sleep on my side of the bed, don't even kick your feet over here, just stay over there, right? Why does she just suddenly stop having sex with you? We're going to answer that question, so let's jump right into this. All right, the first reason why your girl stops having sex with you, okay, the number one, very first reason is because you've lost your swag, okay? In her eyes, you've lost your swag, you've lost your mojo, you've lost that special something about you that used to drive her crazy, that used to get her going, that used to get her all hot and horny for you, right? Somehow, some way, that has now evaporated. It's disintegrated and it is gone. And now it's to the point where she no longer sees you as a champ, but she sees you as a chump, right? And a lot of the reason why this happens, really the only reason why this happens, is because you fall into what we call one-itis, okay? You let yourself fall into one-itis, aka scarcity. This happens to a lot of guys. Like, they'll first meet a girl and they'll have the power in that relationship. The girl will be the one who's blowing up his phone, texting him all the time, calling him. She can't believe she's with you. Like, oh my gosh, I got him. I got him. And then as your relationship starts to progress, you start to lose that self-awesomeness that you once had about yourself, right? You start to lose that. It's evaporated because you start to worry about losing her, right? It's like the tables turn. And instead of her worrying about losing you, you start worrying about losing her. Like, oh wait, maybe I'm the one who's lucky, not her. I think I'm the one who's lucky. And I gotta make sure I hang on to her. And I gotta do whatever I can to keep her happy. And then you sink into that little bitch mode where you start just kind of placating to her. And as I've told you guys a million times, women do not see kindness as admirable. They see it as weakness, right? They don't see your like, oh, he's totally trying to make me happy. They don't see that as like, you know, something to admire. They see that as a sign of weakness, that you've lost your frame. And this is why you can't do that. Right? You can't do that. But a lot of you guys end up sinking into one-itis where you feel like you cannot replace this girl. You just kind of get a little too whipped on her, right? You have friends like that who get whipped on their girlfriend. They don't want to spend time with any of their friends anymore. They like cut off their hobbies. They stop going to the gym. They stop hanging out with family. They just want to spend all their time with their girl because they're whipped. How does that end? How do those relationships end? They end bad. Right? So you cannot fall into one-itis with these girls, guys. You have to stay in abundance. And this is why I teach my own students, like, when you meet that badass girl, right? It doesn't happen every day. But when you do, you meet that badass girl, the first thing you have to do is you got to go back out there and reestablish your abundance. And in the pickup community, the way that we reestablish our abundance is by cold approaching other women. Doesn't mean that you need to replace her or go have sex with these girls and cheat on her. No, I'm not telling you to do that at all. I'm just telling you to go out there and understand that there are other women out there beyond her and just reestablish your abundance. And when you see other cute girls talking to you, other cute girls paying attention to you, even though you like your girl, right? You know you're getting attention from other girls because you're out in these venues. And even if these girls aren't paying attention to you, just the fact that you're in the vicinity of them, you smell their hair and, oh, their perfume, it smells so good. It just reestablishes the fact that your girl is not the last female on the planet. Okay, so that is a big one. So that is number one, why she stops having sex with you, is because you make her center stage in your life. You sink into one-itis, and that is it's just super repulsive, right? It's super repulsive for any female. All right, number two, second reason why the girl cuts you off from having sex with her, and this is kind of a hard pill to swallow. I hate to tell you guys this, but The second reason why she stops having sex with you is because she met somebody better. She met somebody better, somebody more high value, somebody she's more attracted to. She met herself a Chad, right? And unfortunately, the thing about girls is they don't really cheat physically, they cheat more emotionally. So when a girl cheats on a guy, it's pretty serious. I mean, when a guy cheats on a girl, most times it's not serious. The guy is just trying to get his rocks off. But when a girl decides to cheat on her guy, more of her emotions are involved. So she's way more involved than a guy would be. So it's usually a guy that she feels a connection with. They might have the same things in common. They just might have a lot more of a connection than you do. So that is the second reason why she stops having sex with you. She just met somebody else, you know? And if a girl does that to you, by the way, for a couple of things. First thing, it's your fault, right? Because if you got this girl in the first place, it's your responsibility to hang on to her, right? And the way you hang on to her is just using techniques that I teach you on my channel or in my dating programs, 7 Months Mastery. You use what I teach you to hang on to the girl, to hold your frame, to keep her attracted to you. Because as they say, you can never stop gaming your wife. So you use these things. But if you never had any pickup or game training, then you're kind of in the dark, aren't you? You're just kind of like throwing yourself at the mercy of the court, basically, for her to stay with you. And most times she won't. Most times she won't. The thing about these girls you have to remember is if she's hypergamous like that, if she's going to be acting out and trying to replace you, and she actually finds your replacement, she's probably doing you a favor, right? She's doing you a favor. Does it mean that you could just move on to the next girl without having to take any responsibility? No, you should take some responsibility. Try to fix what you did wrong. Try to look back on it and go, okay, I was kind of a little too nice to her at these times. I should have been a little bit more of a dick. I should have been stood my ground more when she was trying to twist my arm to go with her to this place that I didn't want to go to, or shoe shopping. I should have said no. I should have said no more often. You should look back and think about the things that you could have done better. Essentially, a girl who cheats like this, or who's going to act out on her hypergamy, she's going to do this with the next guy too. So this guy isn't really getting a prize. She's going to do the same to him. If this is your girl, she's going to leave you for this other guy, but also in many ways it's good because you're seeing her true colors. So that is number 2. And the third and final reason why a girl stops having sex with you, okay, and she completely cuts you off is, and this unfortunately happens in a lot of marriages, is a lot of these women start using sex as a credit card. So she starts having what we call transactional sex with her husband, where it's like, okay, mister, I'll pull my pants down for you, but first, you have to get the cars cleaned, okay? You have to change the oil in my car. You have to take Timmy to his baseball practice. You have to pick him up from school all week, so I don't have to do it. You have to bring dinner, get us takeout at least 3 times this week from this restaurant, my favorite restaurant. You have to do that. Do all those things for the next couple of weeks, and then I'll pull my pants down for you, maybe, if I'm in the mood, right? She starts having transactional sex with her husband instead of that validational sex, which is what I teach you guys to have with your girl, where the girl, the reward for her having sex with you is its own reward. She's having sex with the alpha male. She's having sex with the prince. Who wouldn't want to, right? She feels like she's the one who's winning by having sex with you. So that is the frame you want to create with these girls who, in the situations where you want to create that validational sex, right? Because otherwise she's having transactional sex with you and she's just going to be extracting favors, money, power. Be wary when you recognize that your girl is beginning to withhold sex from you in exchange for favors, in exchange for money, in exchange for power, right? That's how you know she's having transactional sex with you. And that is not what you want. That is not what I teach my students. What I teach you to have with your girl is validational sex, where having sex with you is a reward in itself, where she feels like she is winning by having sex with you. Like, whoa, I'm with the prince. I am with the king. Yes, he's having sex with me. She feels that you are doing her the favor versus the other way around. Okay, and those are my 3 reasons that your girl stops having sex with you and completely cuts you off from being intimate with her. If you've been in this situation, if you have any comments about this, if you have your own story to share, feel free to drop your comments below. I would love to hear about it. If your girl stopped having sex with you, if she met some other dude, how did that play out? Did you find out about it? What's your story? Share it below. Let me know. Okay, let me know if you've ever been in a sexless marriage or a sexless relationship. Drop your comments below. I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets, signing out here from my garage with the DeLorean. And don't forget to smash that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton when you subscribe. So please make sure you're subscribed to my channel as well, so it helps with the YouTube algorithm. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I am teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, same exact type of women that myself and my students all over the world are out there cold approaching every single day. And I kid you not, every single day we're making things happen. And I want you to join us. I want you to become one of us. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me. It's just $1. It's really easy to sign up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you could get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.